Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Malik Khalid alias Captain Soil. I live in Casablanca in Morocco. I am a volunteer with Isha Yoga Center in India to support the Safe Soil movement, because some scientists are saying that today desertification is growing in the world at an alarming speed. Every 5 seconds, the surface area of a soccer pitch on agricultural land becomes sand. At this pace, we only have 40 to 50 years left of agricultural soil. Then there will be a global food crisis. To mitigate this issue, Sadhguru launched the Safe Soil movement and made policies that need to be signed and adopted by all countries of the world. These policies call for a minimum of 3 to 6% of organic matter in the soil to ensure people's good health. I do challenges to support this movement and raise people's awareness about this topic. I've started yesterday a new challenge which consists of running for 365 days to support this movement. Today is the second day. So are you ready, guys? Let's do this again. Save soil, let's make it happen. This Safe Soil movement will solve 6 global issues. The first one is food crisis. The second one is water scarcity. The third one is loss of biodiversity. The fourth one is climate change. The fifth one is loss of livelihood. And the sixth one is conflicts and migration. Just by saving the soil. Safe soil means to increase the level, the percentage of organic matter in the soil. With this way, we can solve the soil. We can solve many problems. I lost my focus. I just saw a dog and I was worried. So, as I said, by increasing the level, the percentage of organic matter in the soil, we can solve these 6 global issues. This is called soil extinction or desertification. It's the same thing. If we take away from soil the organic matter, it becomes desert, it becomes sand. And if we go to a desert and we add organic matter in it, this desert will become an agricultural land, an agricultural soil. So this is all about increasing the numbers of the biomass insects, the earthworms, and the microorganisms living in the soil. We can say most of the people think that these microorganisms they are worthless, an earthworm or these insects, but these folks have an important role to play. And if they go extinct, if for example just the earthworms go extinct and disappear, all life form on this planet will disappear also. So it's very important to keep these biomass insects alive. And if I tell you about the numbers, you will see that it's huge. During the last 30 years, 80% of these biomass insects has gone. 27,000 species of life forms are gone every year. It's not 27,000 insects, it's 27,000 species of them are going extinct, which means that billions of life forms are going extinct per year. This is a genocide. And during just 30 years, in a span of 30 years, we have killed so many numbers. It's a record in the human history, but unfortunately it's a record in the wrong direction. We need to do something about all these things. We need to stop these unconscious behaviors that we have. We need to do this. We need to be the responsible generation. This generation that will say enough is enough. This has to end with us. It's us. Let's be the first generation, the first responsible generation, because soil and this planet, they don't belong to us. We just inherited these things from our ancestors, and we have to pass them to the future generations also. And if we are responsible, if we are irresponsible, we will leave the next generation, we will put them in a dangerous situation. Very, 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 very dangerous situation. Because scientists are saying in 20 years there will be, it is expected to be 40% less food for a global population of 9.3 billion. There will be more people and less food. This doesn't sound good. There will be a lot of sufferings. This is why we need to be this responsible generation, these first people who are going to say enough is enough. And we have been unconscious for so many years, and now it's time to create this conscious planet launched by Sadhguru. Conscious Planet is a movement which contains a lot of movements in it. Save Soil is just one of them. There are other movements such as Kaveri Calling, Rally for Rivers, rural rejuvenation, Isha Vidya, Isha Outreach, and etc. So these movements, these humanitarian movements, are working hard to improve the life of people. We are doing this just to avoid billions of deaths. We don't need, as Bob Marley said, we don't need more trauma or more trouble. What we need is love. Yes, it's time to start loving ourselves, because we've all been programmed in this matrix to have self-hatred. And when you have self-hatred, you don't love yourself. You don't care what to do to yourself. You don't care about your health. You don't care about other creatures, other humans, other nature, soil. We don't care about anything. So let's change these narratives, these paradigms which are running in our subconscious mind and taking control of our decisions. I know it's challenging. It's not easy, because the brain has this paradigm system, this subconscious system to spare energy. And with this modern slavery and the work 9 to 5, the rat race with the 9 to 5 job, we come back home very tired. Yes, we all know these things about hidden societies and about the programming of the masses, but we need to do something positive. I'm just repeating, guys, this series of videos. I've already done this before, but I will delete the previous videos because I was speaking negatively and pointing fingers at some folks. But some friends told me that the Save Soil movement is not against anybody. So I'm just repeating and trying to say the same message differently. without being against anybody. So now we have the problem, and we've all been programmed, and we've all contributed in this destruction of the environment because of our unconscious behaviors before. But now we have the choice to be conscious and to try to choose consciously the solution, because every one of us has only two choices: whether you become part of the problem or you become part of the solution. So let's be part of the solution. Let's do what's right. Let's be remembered in the history of mankind as the first generation of people who did the right things, who started to fix the global issues, starting by Safe Soil Movement. So please, if you have not joined Safe Soil Movement yet, if you haven't joined Safe Soil Movement yet, try to join us, please. It's very important, and it's free. You go to www.safesoil.org and you register with your email address. It's free to be an earth body just like me and 4 other billion people all around the world. But we need 8 billion people. We need everybody to do this. Only some countries have done the Safe Soil movement, but many other countries are still sleeping on it. I am wondering why, because this movement has started over 2 years now, and I haven't heard even once in the Moroccan media, whether it is the radio or television or magazine or newspaper, I never heard about Safe Soil movement, as if it doesn't exist, even though many people have done things about it, have talked about it. And the European Union has recently created a new law monitoring soil, a law to monitor the state of the soil. We should talk about these things to let people know that this Safe Soil movement is not against anybody. It's just going to save millions of lives. Right now, approximately 2 billion people in the world already suffer from nutritional deficiencies, which leads to multitude of diseases. And I'm sure that you have noticed also that this deficiency, because everything comes from the soil, and when there is a deficiency in the biomass insects living in the soil, there will be a deficiency in the fruits and in the vitamins and nutrients present in the fruits and vegetables, which leads to deficiencies in human health. Also, it is all related. What you throw away comes back to you by the law of karma. So we better save soil now while we still can, because if we wait again for some few years, it will be impossible to reverse the situation and to regenerate the soil. Depleted soils cannot absorb and regulate the water flows, which leads to water scarcity, droughts, and floods. And organic matter in the soil can hold up to 90% of its weight in water and release it slowly over time. This is a big help in drought-prone areas. This will help a lot. It will help to increase people's health and conditions. There have been studies also showing that the level of consciousness of people is related to the soil to the richness of the soil on which they walk upon, which means that people who are living in the jungle, they are more aware than the people who are living in the cities, which is unfortunate because we think that by living in the cities we are civilized, we are smart, but it's exactly the contrary, because those who are living in the jungle, they're more smart than us, they're more aware, and they respect the nature. We have no respect, not even for ourselves. When you see somebody going and buying cigarettes and alcohol, knowing that this whole universe is just a reflection of energy. There are laws in this universe, such as the law of vibration and the law of attraction. You attract to yourself not what you want, but what you are. And you are vibration. And what you are is what you consume, whether it is food or these drugs. This universe reacts to the energy. The unity of vibration is called angstroms. When you take, for example, a fruit contains 10,000 angstroms. By the way, I am 100% vegan. So, and I'm not asking you to become vegan. If you want to change anything in your diet, you must first consult a doctor or a specialist. I'm just sharing my own experience. Fruits contain 10,000 angstroms. Raw vegetables contain 8,000 angstroms. Cooked vegetables contain 6,000 angstroms. Now, this alcohol and cigarette that most people are buying contains 0 angstroms. And meat also contains 0 angstroms. This is why I am vegan, because I'm speaking to the universe. I'm trying to manifest something beautiful in my life. I don't want to live this continuous life-sucking matrix and continuing this programming that has been done on our psyche while we were kids. This is the change. As somebody said, before I wanted to change the world. Now that I have become old and wise, now I want to change myself. Yes, this is the only way to change the world. You need to change yourself by raising your vibrations. And this is the most important advice that I can give, is to work on your vibration. Do the impossible to raise your vibrations. It's a lot of work. You have to reprogram the subconscious mind. You have to reprogram this paradigm that is put inside of us. We have mental chains. It's called limiting beliefs. These limiting beliefs controlling our words and our actions. Because as Dalai Lama said, take care of your words, because they will become your... No, sorry, take care of your thoughts, because they will become your words. Take care of your words, because they will become your actions. Take care of your actions, because they will become your habits. Take care of your habits, because it will become your character. Take care of your character, because it will become your life. And your life is your destiny. Now, it all begins with a thought. Now we have thoughts in our head. It's the paradigm, the programming since we were children. These thoughts are not even ours. They have been put here on our head while we were still kids, children, unconscious. And we have these thoughts running away, non-stop, day in and day out. The subconscious mind don't sleep. It doesn't stop. It's 24/7. So constantly you have thoughts. These thoughts, most of them are not even yours. And maybe you think, why do people are consuming these things which are destroying their lives, containing 0 angstroms? You can see the difference between 10,000 angstroms and 0 angstroms. It's a huge difference. And why these people are doing this choice again and again and again? It's because they are programmed. They're not conscious enough to decide by themselves consciously to act, to choose what's better for them. And these thoughts, maybe they have come from parents. Maybe parents told you that you are not enough, you are not worthy. They didn't give you love. Maybe it's a teacher at school, maybe friends, maybe society, maybe bullying, maybe something, television. But you have received these limiting beliefs and you have believed them. And now you have to disbelieve them and change them with positive ones. But now who is going to give you and to tell you these things? Your parents told you that you are ugly, you are not enough. They didn't give you love because they didn't receive it themselves. And you can't give something that you don't have. You must first have it. And they didn't have the necessary energy and awareness to change. So it's up to you now to change. And who is going to tell you these things? These beautiful things that you are enough, you are worthy, you are lovable. Who is going to tell you I love you? It's yourself, my friend. This is the work that you need to do. The American coach Louise Hay, in her seminars, distributed mirrors on her participants and told to them to look at themselves in the mirror and say, I love you. Make it a habit. I know it can be challenging for those who have a big self-hatred. While when you look at yourself in the mirror, the first impression you want to do is to slap yourself because of this big hatred towards yourself. You can start by building a positive relationship with yourself. You can say, hello Khalid, how are you today? Do it, make it a habit. Make a positive habit, positive conversation with yourself. Make it a habit. Try to do this for a few months. When you get comfortable with this, then you can go on to the next exercise. And you can do it. Nobody has started at the top. We've all started from the same old negative paradigm. And this is the challenge, this is the work that needs to be done. This is the most important thing to do, because you have this powerful thing. Actually, the mind is the most powerful weapon on this planet. This is why this programming since childhood, because you have unlimited potential. You were created in God's image. You were sent here on this planet to co-create, not to execute like a slave. So there are approximately 100 families on this planet who are really wicked and who are trying to control the other families. And they don't want to change because they have this. They represent approximately 1% or less of the global population, and they possess 99% of the global wealth, and they don't want this wealth to share it with others. They don't even have to share it. It's just that there is enough for everybody and everybody can have the good life. But this is the case of some negative folks. As Sadhguru said, the world is nice. It's a beautiful place. We only have few nasty people. Now that we know that these few nasty people have started the programming on us so that they can control our lives. Because as Albert Einstein said, this is a beautiful quote. Albert Einstein said, imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attraction. And what is life's coming attractions? It's the future. So imagination is everything. It is the preview of your future. Now if I want to control your future, all I have to do is to control you since you were a child, to program your subconscious mind so that you hold in your head these invisible chains of limiting beliefs. These limiting beliefs will control your actions, such as you are so afraid of starting a YouTube channel and start talking like me. this is the challenge that you need to do. It's not necessary to do this. You can start your Facebook page, start selling something, learn new skills, learn something new, try to improve yourself, work on yourself, start to be aware of these limiting beliefs that you have, and start working on them, changing them, replacing them by positive beliefs. This is the most important job. This is the most important work to do, and it is the most difficult to do also. It's been more than 10 years that I'm trying to change my life without entering into the details and the negativity of my life. So we need to do this change. Now we have what has been done to us. We've been programmed to be negative. We've been programmed so that our futures must should be predictable. We have been programmed in this matrix to have this perimeter, a known perimeter. So that these folks who are up there, so that they can sleep comfortably at night, because they did to you as they did to the sheep. They encircled us in a place, and in that place we cannot run away. But you are not a sheep. If you are watching this video, you are a goat of your family. You are the chosen one. You are the goat of your family. You are the black sheep. You don't go with the masses. You go against the masses. This is why you are watching this, because you want to change, a positive change in your life. If you want the change, you need to do something that others are not willing to do. In order for you to have things that you've never had, you have to do things that you've never done before. And to do these things that you've never done before, you need to think new ideas that you've never had before. And these new ideas you will not have them in the same old programming, in the mainstream media, in the movies, in the news, in society, with parents, with people, with friends. You will have them by watching the videos, the personal development videos, and by reading business books. So start educating yourself, start improving your life slowly but surely. Don't compare yourself with anybody. We're all in different stages of this life, of this journey. Life is a journey, life is a marathon. So you need to be prepared. You have all the time, and you have all the tools that you need to succeed. And for me, if you ask me, there is no such thing as successful person and failure person. I only believe in trained person and untrained person, a lazy person. If you train yourself enough in a field, you will be successful at that field. You need to have the mentality of these great people, such as Thomas A. Edison, who tried to invent the light bulb and failed 999 times. So the 1000th attempt was the light bulb. So this guy, after I want you to put yourself in his shoes and try to be this Thomas Edison. Try to be at his shoes. Imagine yourself, you are trying to invent a light bulb, and you have tried for 200 times. Most people would have quit. They would have said, this is impossible. I've tried 200 times, but it didn't work. But this guy didn't quit. He didn't give up. He continued and failed 999 times. So if you have this mindset with this business that you want to create, you are going to succeed. inevitably. Because as Sadhguru said, there is no such thing as failure for a committed man. If you are committed, you will have success. And success doesn't come easy. It may take 10 years, but remember what Earl Nightingale said: don't give up on a dream just because of the time it will take you to get there, because time will anyway pass. I am 39 years old. I'm almost 39 years old. How many 10 years have passed in my life? A lot. So I'm sure that it's the same with your life also. So another 10 years, it's worth it. It's worth it to start working on your dream and start giving your dream a chance. Even if we take 10 years, who cares? We don't care. We have nothing to lose. We're not these bunch of handed families who have wealth and who have something to lose. We don't have anything to lose. Besides, these folks are attached to this earth. And in this earth, you shouldn't be attached to anything, because you came with nothing and you will leave with nothing. This doesn't mean that you need to live like a slave or in misery. No, on the contrary, you need to live the good life and to do the things that you want. They have taught us in business and at work that time is money. Time is not money. Time is your life ticking away every minute. And instead of working to achieve somebody else's dreams, to work on realizing somebody else's ideas and limiting beliefs put in our head, try to do what you want. This is a call to return to the truth, to God. You have to return to the truth, to be aligned of who you are. You have emotions, and these emotions are there to guide you. They are your GPS. You have emotions to show you who is great for you and who is not. Because there have been studies, and these things, we are not taught these things at school, because school doesn't want to prepare you to be an authentic person, a free man or woman. School prepares you to be a good slave. It's like the military. So we have not been taught at school to think clearly, and they didn't taught us that our thoughts change the matter. Yes, my friends, the belief, it's just a thought, but it can alter and change the matter, the physical matter. This is what thought can do. Imagine yourself when you had a bad day at work. Your manager yelled at you, insulted you in some way, or despised you. How do you feel? Do you feel great? You feel sick. It's because he has put ideas and thoughts in your head, and you believe these negative ideas. By believing these negative ideas, you have changed your chemistry. There was a hypnotherapist called Dolores Cannon. This lady talks about these things. She talks about how we create diseases just by thoughts. Yes, because it depends on the individual. You can put different people, you can give them the same problem or the same thing, and if somebody believes that this thing is going to make them sick, they fall sick, and those who don't believe in it, they stay healthy. It's just in the mind. But who makes people sick and who cures people? It's themselves, it's their mind, their beliefs. This powerful, most powerful weapon that we have, that is the mind. There is something called the placebo effect and the nocebo effect. The negative thoughts, they are nocebo effects. The positive thoughts, they are placebo effects, even if they are lies. There have been experiments done on people. They took some bunch of group of sick people with the doctors, etc., and they put these sick people under medical care, and doctors came to them and examined them and said, okay, you have this disease, and this is the medicine, the cure. So these people, these sick people, took the cure, the medicine. They swallow it, they swallow the pillow, and they healed, completely healed. And what was in these pillows, in these pills, what was in these pills, in this medicine? There was nothing. It was just sugar. So who healed these people? It's the belief they had. They had believed that they are going to eat medicine, and they have healed themselves. Now, in this paradigm, we have been put nocebo effects in our head concerning business, financial freedom, relationships, and these thoughts are changing our are changing our matter, our physical matter, because the world, the inside world, is just a mirror reflecting at you what you believe about yourself. This is all. It's all a reflection of your thoughts and emotions, and you have these emotions to show you the road. It's like the GPS. They're there to guide you, to show you with whom to speak. I want you to do something. I want you to do an internal revolution. I want you to rebel against the negative thoughts that you have. I want you to rebel against the negative habits. I want you to rebel against anything and anyone who is not trying to help you to improve your life. Rebel against them. Rebel against them. Don't accept these folks in your life. Anyone who is going to drain you, to despise you, to belittle you, cut them off out of your life. As Les Brown said, get the losers out of your life if you want to live your dream. Because if you want to live your dream, you need your 100%. It's not easy. The realization of a dream does not come easy. It will come with a lot of challenges. It's like a marathon. When you are running a marathon, you are not just going and speaking and doing unnecessary movements, because these movements, this speaking, these talks, it's energy draining, and you have to run for 5 hours. During these 5 hours, you will need to spare your energy. It's exactly the same with your dream. If you start doing fancy movements and talking about your dream to anybody, this dream will be killed, because most people have the same programming, the old programming, and now you are seeking something new. Anything that is new in this programming will be faced with the utmost resistance and hatred. So you will be in your own universe for a while, just like me, being apart and doing my thing. I'm just doing my thing here. It's been 2 months that I'm running here. As I said, I've already done a series of videos on which I was speaking, not like this. I was pointing fingers at people. And some earth bodies told me that this safe soil movement is not against anybody. So I'm just repeating this challenge. I will do it as long as it is necessary. because somebody has to do it. And this somebody is me. And this is the realization that you have to do also. You have to realize that your pain is yours, that you're living in a negative world, that you're talking to walls, and that there is no other savior. Jesus came to save us. Now it's time for you to save you from this negative matrix. Who you are. Ask yourself this question. Say to yourself, who am I? You are not the body. You are not the mind. These are tools to you, given to you. You are a spiritual being. You are a soul, a spirit. You don't even exist physically. If we take away your body and mind, you will be a ghost. Start with this definition. You are the hero of your own life. And start saving yourself by giving yourself the things that others didn't give you. Because everybody has been programmed to be negative. So things that belong to you has been stolen from you, such as worth, love, prosperity, and all the positive things. These are your rights. Bob Proctor wrote a good book called You Were Born Rich. Yes, you were born rich, but who made you poor? It's this bunch of nasty people that we have in the world, by programming the masses. Now you have to get back your right. Richness is your right. Wealth is your right. Self-love is your right. And now you have to start speaking to yourself, because you will not find somebody to speak to you these things, and you have to be your ally, your friend, your supporter, your big fan, and stop idolizing these folks, these celebrities in the television, because most of them are part of the hidden societies, and they're there to entertain you and to keep you from doing what's really important, which is to take care of yourself, to love yourself, and to build the life of your dreams. This is why these folks are there. They're just for the entertainment. They're not for you. You are the star, not these folks. So take care of yourselves, love yourselves, do what's needed, do the work, start doing the reprogramming of the subconscious mind. Do it slowly but surely. Don't give up. In this life, life is hard, but as Sylvester Stallone said in the movie Rocky Balboa, in life, the secret is not about how hard you can hit, it's about how hard you can be hit and keep moving forward. So prepare yourself to be hit when you want to achieve your dreams, because the paradigm, the global, the general paradigm of the people will start hitting you. And for this you need energy. Stop wasting energy on free porn or the internet, and by wasting time on entertainment, TV shows, and these stupid things. They're not there for you, they're there against you. And cut the toxic people from your life and replace the bad habits with the positive habits. And slowly, day by day, one day, you will build the positive paradigm and your life will start changing slowly. It will not come easily and at once. This is also part of the programming. When they told us that somebody just scratch a paper and become a millionaire overnight, it's a programming. There is a season to sow and there is a season to reap. And now we are in the reaping season of what they have sown in our mind, the negativity. We are living in the misery because we are reaping their sowing. Now it's time to begin from scratch and to start the sowing so that we can reap in few years. Get encouraged, don't give up. God is with you, put God first, and everything will be alright. This is Captain Soil. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Save soil, let's make it happen. Salute.